Hello Leo, Archie Dunlop here with your daily horoscope for Tuesday, January the 16th, 2024. It's quite an action-packed day. After all, the moon is in Leo, and Leo is a fire sign, and so is Hello Leo, Archie Dunlop here with your daily horoscope for Tuesday, January the 16th, 2024. Well, Leo, it looks like being a fairly action-packed day. After all, the moon is in Aries, a fire sign, and being a Leo, you're also a fire sign. So there's a natural flow between these two signs of Aries and Leo. You're going to just be able to get your energy out in whatever ways feel suitable and convenient. But ideally, you will be focusing on making your world more interesting and more exciting, and above all, more meaningful. That's important, meaningful. Sometimes you can feel that you're just going through the daily grind, particularly when the sun, your ruler, is in Capricorn. You might just feel that you're going through a daily grind and you're wondering, what is the point? Why are you doing what you're doing? And what you're perhaps missing, what you feel you're missing, is meaning. So meaning can come in many forms. Meaning can be about an idea, focusing on what you can do to make the world a better place. It can be about finding a set of beliefs. It could be about politics. Yeah, I know it sounds strange, but yeah, some people find meaning through politics. Or perhaps religion, or spirituality. So think about all these ways in which you can look beyond your immediate being. That little area of the world which is yours, and you kind of think it's yours, and you've got your own life. But yeah, what about everyone else? What about the universe? That's kind of what you've got to try to think about today. And if you feel that there is insufficient meaning in your life, and maybe you have to take action to find that meaning, because you are a Leo. Leos have a certain need for attention. They want to feel that they're doing something important, and yeah, that is very much what I think you need to do today. And I think this feeling of a need for meaning is intensified by the fact that the sun, your ruling planet, because after all the sun rules Leo, is making a sextile aspect to Neptune. Now, very often Neptune can be quite a treacherous planet. It can be deceptive, it can lead us off our path, and can, in extreme cases, can lead us into complete chaos. But this aspect is a sextile. This aspect is about a bit of work. Sextile is about 60 degrees, a sixth of a circle. That's 2 times 3. So 3 is about ease, 2 is about a conflict. So we're struggling to find ease in our life. I know that sounds kind of a bit contradictory, but it does suggest that there's a bit of work to be done. And so it goes back to this sense of Leo's needing meaning. Neptune kind of wants to dissolve into something higher and larger than itself. And with Sun sextile Neptune, yeah, you want to feel that you're doing something for the wider good, or at least you should be. Okay, some Leos I suppose, couldn't care less about anyone except themselves. But it's not just about you. That's a big lesson for Leos. Yeah, Leos can be a bit focused on themselves and how important they are, but with Sun sextile Neptune, you're working towards, finding something. Yeah, finding something larger and more important than yourself, and it requires, I think, a little bit of work. But I think it is something you can definitely achieve, and Sun sextile Neptune can really focus on your sensitivity. You work hard, and you find what you're looking for. You find something that is really quite amazing, that takes you beyond your immediate existence. So if the day starts off looking a little boring, it needn't end like that, if you just put in the work. And while this is going on, you have the ability to make the world around you more exciting. You are an interesting person, and you shouldn't be afraid of telling people how you feel. If you think that things are a bit boring, maybe you can stir them up a little. Just a few words. Not any word. Not sort of anything too boring. Just an observation. Perhaps a daring observation. Perhaps you can brighten things up with your humour and your zest for life, and you might make some observations about the world around you. Observations perhaps that no one else has made, and by making these observations, by talking about these observations, then people will say, "Yeah, you're right. That's amazing," and in that way, you can move everyone forward. You're not just yourself forward. It's not about just enlightening yourself. You can enlighten the people around you, and in that way, you can actually be something of a leader. You can, Leos actually do quite like leadership positions. But today, I think that this kind of leadership can come from the heart. It's like feeling that you can be doing something that is good for society, and because you know that it's good for society and good for the world around you, then you can be a leader with an honest heart. You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for the world at large. Isn't that, they talk about servant leadership. I'm a bit dubious about the concept of servant leadership, but I suppose that's perhaps something you can perhaps think about. You're leading because you want to serve, because you want to be of use to the people around you. And while you're going through your various activities, don't forget the people close to you, partners, for example, partners in whatever field of life, whether it's romantic, business, friendship, whatever, because partners do have something to contribute, and you mustn't forget that. In particular, partners have something to say that could be extremely useful. You might not, in the first instance, want to hear what they're saying. For some reason, you might just think it's not important. But yeah, it is important, because one or two people have the capacity to say and communicate things which could be very useful to you. They could actually, in certain situations, make the difference between success and failure. So listen very carefully to what the people close to you are saying, and try to also understand what they're thinking. Because if you, for example, have a problem that you're not quite sure how to deal with it, they might have the solution. But if you want that solution, you may have to ask for it. So yes, Leo, you do really have to consider the people around you, and see what resources they've got to offer, because they've got some major resources, but in order to take advantage of those resources, you have to give them the space in which to communicate. Okay, Leo, that's all I'm going to say. Thank you for listening, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.